and then I also had Councillor Arthur.
Thank you, Leader. So I thought I'd share a few reflections coming both as the Cabinet Member for Finance but also obviously as one of the ward councillors for Crouch End. As the Cabinet Member for Finance, I think it is just worth restating, and Councillor Strickland touched on this, the financial context that the Council is in. And I think, you know, for a number of residents, they've been keen, and they've spoken to me and to Councillor Doran, to Councillor Strickland, to Councillor Elliott, asking why we can't just keep the building and run it on our own. And I think it's really important to state that, you know, in the context where we're seeing our budget cut by, you know, 40%, we're going to have seen a reduction in figures by about 190 million from 2010 to 2018. Unfortunately, the Council just doesn't have the financial capacity to bring the building back up to its former glory and to the quality that we would like to see it in, but also maintain it so that the community can access it in the way that it wants to access. So that's just a bit on the financial context. As a ward councillor, I think it's important that we as Cabinet are aware of, and I think we are, the level of frustration that exists within Crouch End and within the community, and the cynicism that that has led to. So frustration that what is a stunning building has been sitting there, falling into disrepair. Frustration that up until recently, you know, the community weren't able to access the building and utilise it in the way that they wanted to. And cynicism, if we're being honest with ourselves, about then the Council's commitment to actually finding a solution that the community cares about. Now, in the conversations that I've had, what's been really clear are a few things. That the community absolutely wants to access it and the square, that they absolutely cherish the arts, cultural activity that's happening within the square at the moment, and Chris articulated that very clearly in response to my question, that they absolutely want to have some role in its ongoing involvement, because they believe passionately that if this building is going to be within the community, they'd like to continue to have a stake in it. And there's also a recognition with the businesses that are in place at the moment that that is a good thing, and that they'd like to support those businesses, many of them creative industries, as much as they can. Now, the challenge that I would put back to the deputies is that I would say that, although perhaps not perfect and not delivering everything that we want, actually the proposal in front of Cabinet tonight actually ticks many of those boxes. So if you look at the petition, you could read that petition and assume that the proposal was just for a boutique hotel. And actually, when you go through the proposal in front of us today, what's clear is actually it's a mixed-use development, not only that provides that boutique hotel, that commercial offer that we believe can make the hall financially sustainable, but actually then also delivers what people care about. So any consultation that's come out, an art centre has come out top, and that's what the proposal is planning to do. The Council has also said very clearly that we will ensure that access to the building and the square will be written into contractual agreements, and we've given the commitment to say that those businesses that currently operate within the Town Hall will be supported, whether that's in the library or any other space that we can find within the borough, so that they continue to flourish. So on so many of the things that the community cares about, I believe that actually this proposal does deliver on that. Now, I'll end with this. I think what's incumbent upon us as a Cabinet is to ensure that, given that there are concerns and given there's a strong level of cynicism, that we continue to work with the community and with the preferred bidder, if this is approved tonight, to get as much information out. And it's good to hear Councillor Strickland make that commitment. We need to be sharing what exactly that art centre is going to look like and how it's going to operate. As soon as we have more detail on what's going to happen with the businesses and how we can support them, we should be articulating that, making sure that the investment into the square and the green is something that the community feels invested in. Those are things that I think we should be doing, and I personally believe that this proposal will enable us to do that, and it's reassuring to hear your commitment, Councillor Strickland, that you are intending to lead that effort.
Thanks, Councillor Arthur. I'm going to leave it there, but I would just say on the point of the petition, I did just read that myself, that all the petition actually says in relation to the preferred bidder is, despite this, Haringey have chosen to consider as their favoured option a luxury boutique hotel under foreign ownership. It doesn't say anything about the mixed-use nature of the preferred bidder scheme. I'm looking around.